Welcome, everyone, to today's deep dive. Normally when you open up a standard office utility closet, you expect to find, maybe some mop buckets, a few extra reams of paper.
Right, exactly. Or like a forgotten Wi-Fi router.
Yeah. You certainly don't expect to find a NASA supercomputer hiding behind the brooms. But we're looking at a massive product catalog today from a distributor called HDTVSupply. They've been in the business for 25 years. And honestly, that's exactly what their inventory feels like. We're starting with this deceptively simple device called the Turtle AV Boardroom Buddy USB transmitter.
Which, I mean, it sounds so friendly, right? Like a harmless little helper for your PowerPoint slides.
It really does. But our mission today is to use this single listing to uncover this dizzying, completely hidden infrastructure of commercial audio and video that just surrounds you every single day. Like, if I plug in the simple Boardroom Buddy, how does that lead directly into a catalog of equipment that can run a 160-screen network?
Well, think of that little boardroom transmitter as just the outermost branch of this massive technological tree. Once you follow its USB connection into the wall, you hit the trunk, which are the HDMI matrix switchers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we are talking about massive commercial environments here. This catalog features setups ranging from, modest 4x2 layouts all the way up to monstrous 160 by 160 modular chassis.
Wait, 160 inputs and 160 outputs.
Exactly.
So you're not just dealing with routing video anymore. I mean, you're essentially managing a localized internet traffic jam at that point.
Precisely. And they aren't just broadcasting the same channel to all those screens. They manage complex video walls with PIP, picture-in-picture.
Oh, right.
And POP, which is picture-outside-picture, placing multiple disparate video feeds side by side. To pull this off in places like, say, mega sports bars, pushing 4K video to 100 TVs simultaneously, they often use AV over IP.
Which is sending it over the network, right?
Yeah, that method sends the audio and video over the building's shared network LAN. And it's all controlled by specialized tablets, like the WolfPad or Everpass systems.
Okay, but looking at the source pricing here, those AV over IP switchers cost as little as $150. Meanwhile, a physical hardwired 32 by 32 matrix switcher runs $7,750 or more.
Yeah, it's a huge jump.
It is. So I have to push back a bit. If network-based LAN distribution is that scalable and, that cheap, why do these massive, heavy physical hardware switchers even still exist?
Well, it really comes down to the vulnerability of shared networks. I mean, AV over IP relies on local internet routers and switches, right?
Which makes it kind of like using public roads. It's cheap and it scales well, but you are completely susceptible to traffic jams or bad actors.
That is exactly the trade-off. If the router crashes or, gets hacked, the whole system fails. These massive physical matrix systems, on the other hand, they act as a closed loop.
Right, because they don't touch the outside internet.
Exactly. Because they don't rely on a vulnerable local internet router. They offer absolute air-gapped security. And that is why they aren't just used for broadcasting the Sunday football game.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the catalog actually lists specific government purchasing channels for these exact devices, like federal GSA schedules and the NASA CPP program.
Which explains why they emphasize selling TAA-approved products so much. The hardware has to meet strict U.S. government manufacturing standards to ensure the supply chain itself isn't, compromised by foreign intelligence.
Yes, exactly. And that demand for absolute reliability dictates how the machines are controlled, too. I mean, you can use free Windows, iOS, and Android apps, sure.
Right, the modern stuff.
But they also feature dual RS-232 connections. Those are old-school, hardwired serial ports that are literally physically impossible to hack remotely.
Wow.
They even have hardwired front-button operations, just in case every single digital system completely fails.
That really puts it in perspective. Routing a 4K sports broadcast to a screen above a deep fryer at a local bar utilizes the exact same hardware architecture and security protocols as routing classified satellite feeds at a NASA space station.
It's crazy to think about. The physical infrastructure, the racks, the chassis, the miles of specialized cables. It's the invisible shared backbone keeping both the sports bar and the Space Center operational.
It really is.
It's a massive physical footprint for something that looks totally effortless to the viewer.
So the next time you are sitting in a boardroom or, watching a game stretched across a massive 3x3 video wall, look a little closer. You'll know there's a hidden rack-mounted matrix and miles of K6 or fiber AOC
Oh,
cable.
like AOC cable.
Yeah, active optical cable. Pushing light instead of electricity to maintain that massive data signal over huge distances right behind the walls.
It completely changes how you look at a sports bar, honestly.
It really does. But here's a final thought to leave you with today. Looking at this catalog, they are already pushing 8K HDMI products and highly advanced AV over IP networks. So with bandwidth getting wider and encryption getting tighter, how long will it be before these massive, heavy physical hardware switchers disappear entirely? Like, will we eventually open that utility closet and find nothing but a single wireless cloud router where the supercomputer used to be?